Ahoy, everybody. Welcome. 3 sessions in. Look at this. What a marathon morning we're having here at VV Fest. So we've come on a bit of a journey, right? We found out who would love Virgin Voyages, and we've got an incredible opportunity to talk about Savannah in just a minute. We found out our dining options as well. And right at the end there, apologies, everybody. I did lose the audio. It wasn't because I was bored of talking and I didn't want to answer all of your challenging questions. I just was like, sound's gone. So, oh, no, sorry, it's back. Oh, dear. But anyway, right at the end there, we did share this. This is a cool little cheat sheet. And we'll make sure it's in somewhere in this platform, won't we, produce? Yeah, getting nods. Yeah, big old thumbs. Yeah. So yes, please, if you haven't done so already, drop an ahoy. If you are new to VV Fest this morning, where have you been? Go and catch up on the latest sessions. But if this is your first session, you've joined probably for the best session, right? Because we have got an industry celebrity to introduce you to. Someone who is literally critically acclaimed, famous in her own right, thought leader in her field. We are joined today by Savannah Bracewell.
Woo! Hi, everyone. That was quite the introduction. I'm like, who's he talking about?
And we brought Kerry along as well because Savannah's a little bit shy, and we thought we better bring her pal that she knows to make her feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
That's what we do in Northern Ireland. Everybody up at events, so that's it. She needed me here.
So how do you two know each
support.
How do you two know each other?
Just through Virgin Voyages.
Because I've been doing a really good job being a rep over Northern Ireland.
Awkward.
Yeah.
I feel like
I second that.
And you clicked, you just meet some agents and you just click and that's it.
Love it. I love it. So the whole purpose, first mates, of this session is to prove to you a little bit. We're gonna get Savannah's insight in Virgin Voyages. So we've got a couple of questions. We're gonna ask her. We're gonna talk to her about. It's a pretty casual conversation. And also, feel free to jump in the chat and let us know your thoughts as well. Warts and all, right? So Savannah, are you ready for an open, honest conversation about Virgin Voyages?
I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
Before, I am always nervous when I do this because, oh God, what are we up to?
No, I initially thought about asking Savannah's mum, Maxine, to do this because she's hilarious as well. But their whole family are great fun. But I went with Savannah. She's the marketing and media person as well. So, but the full are great.
So, Savannah, tell us a little bit about you. What do you do? And all that good stuff.
Yeah, so obviously my name's Savannah. If you kind of heard Kerry mention there about my family, this is a family business. So my mum Maxine, she's the Max in Travel Max. We're 23 years old this year. So yeah, just fun fact, last year we actually held our first conference at sea for Travel Max, and we did it on board Virgin Voyages. So yeah, we got everybody on board, and the girls just absolutely loved it. It's a female dominated office in here, so the girls absolutely loved every second of it. And since they've come home, obviously I'd already been on board, my mum'd already been on board, but getting the staff to actually experience it firsthand, they just can't sing highly enough about it. So yeah, that's
amazing. And before we dive into some of the meaty questions, okay, let's warm up. Yeah, bit of a warm up, get the creative juices flowing. So, and this can go out to the first mates watching as well. So it's a simple game, this or that. What I want to do, I'm going to drop two options, and you've just got to choose which one without even thinking. No judgment, no second thoughts. Just go with it. Okay, so all three of us, right?
Okay.
Caribbean or Med?
Med.
Caribbean.
Ooh, put your thoughts in there first, mates. Okay. Balcony or insider?
Balcony.
Always. That's what I said, balcony. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
You need the hammock. Need the hammock.
Need the hammock. I don't know why I slopped into Yeah, hammock.
You just cannot help yourself.
I can't help it. I love it. It's great. Okay, right. Onboard entertainment or shore excursions?
Shore excursion.
Onboard entertainment.
Onboard entertainment.
Ooh, okay. Two options: relaxing by the pool or exploring the ship.
Pool.
Relaxing. Oh.
I would say pool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going pool. That's interesting. That's interesting. So for anyone that says our pool's too small, you're wrong, because 3 people here love relaxing by the pool. There you go. Right, here's the next one. Pineapple on your pizza. Yes or no?
Yes.
No. No, thank
Get
you.
out. Producer. Get rid. No, come on. You give me a thumbs up as well. This is terrible. What is this? It's an abomination.
I'm
It's
surprised you wouldn't eat that. You eat everything, look.
Yeah, try to. Look at the amount of people saying yes. Stop. No. You know what? No. No. If any of you go into pizza place and you say you got any pineapple, no, absolutely not.
I love
Stop.
a fruity, savoury combination. Do I like a chicken salad with strawberries in it?
I do like a strawberry salad.
Putting that
Interesting.
out there.
Interesting. You can get that on a Virgin Voyages ship as well.
Oh, actually, I'll tell you one for the galley. Actually, in the salad bar there, I get this the spicy tofu and chicken, and then I go over to the fruit bit and get pineapple, and then have a peanut sauce on it, and it's kind of like a satay fusion chicken pineapple thing. It's really good. Pineapple in the salad.
To be on our last one.
Last one. Did you not know I'm an absolute grubber?
Right. And last but not least, Savannah. Okay, Shane or Luke?
Oh, that's a tough one. No, Luke, obviously.
It's a tough one.
You should have said Kerry and threw it in the carpet.
Yeah.
True, I probably should have done
Well,
that.
you know, I did put anybody that's on the bridge, I put a teaser out. I did receive a message yesterday from Shane saying, put this on the bridge for me. I was like,
Luke today.
all right. Anyway, so there you go. We're a bit warm up, right? So we got a little bit about your business. We know what you're like, right? We know where you are. You put I love that whole, like, we put the max in travel max. That was awesome.
We do put the max in travel wax.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do, which is great. I want to come over and visit. But okay,
Yeah.
so if someone came to you guys and someone thinks that Virgin Voyages might not be for them, what would you say?
Well, first of all, I'd ask a couple of simple questions. I mean, I've loads of footage and things that I can show them in terms of pictures and videos of the atmosphere and what it's actually like. But before I'd even get to that, I'd just say, okay, well, are you a food person? Do you like to eat good food? Do you like kind of a la carte dining, or even just, are you a buffet person? Are you not a buffet person? What kind of entertainment do you like? Do you like more of like a boutique style accommodation, or are you wanting something that's absolutely massive? Other cruise lines out there, kind of, are you more that kind of person, or do you just want something a bit more honed in, adult only, more luxury kind of experience? Another thing actually that I do say, if somebody's going like this, I'll say, okay, well, how do you feel about a drag queen walking about the ship? And some people will go, oh my gosh, I love it. And other people go, I don't know, don't mind it. And, little questions like that, I'll just throw in to see how they respond. And immediately, if they have got like, oh my gosh, yeah, that sounds amazing. Like, really, that's on board. Then okay, this is going to be easy sailing from here. Pardon the pun. But yeah, I would simply ask little questions that are unique to Virgin. You can't ask that about other cruise lines. What about do you like buffets? Because they aren't on board here, those kind of things. And the entertainment obviously is second to none. And you've not just got one cruise director on board, you've got a whole fleet of people there ready to entertain you and help you.
And
yourself the whole time you're on board.
Well, she froze there. Thought she was gone. Savannah, your customer we were just talking about there before we started. How did it come about?
Yeah.
Tell them a wee bit about him, and how did it come about that you got him to book and sail on Virgin?
Yes. So we have this client. He's a lovely man. He always travels on his own. He works really hard. He owns his own business, and he's like a farmer. And would do lots of we live in Northern Ireland, so he's a big farmer. He does lots of heavy duty work, and he'd come in and he'd always be dirty, and he'd have dirty hands, and he's just like a real rugged guy. And previously, years and years and years ago, we sent him, well, not that long ago, but before the C word, we sent him to Temptations, if anybody knows what that is, the lovely resorts in Mexico and Dominican Republic. So we sent him there and he absolutely loved it. He loved every minute of it. And he came back and he was like, right, I don't want to go that far away. Like, does anything like this exist at home or, you know, closer to home? I was like, okay, well, it's a different experience, but if that's the kind of vibe that you want, people to just let their hair down and not care what other people think. You don't need to have your phone in your hand all the time because you're actually living in the moment. You're enjoying the experience. You can mix and mingle with people and all that. And I think you'd really like it. So I showed him again some pictures and videos of me and of all of us girls on board. And he was just absolutely mesmerized. And he couldn't wait to get on board. And one of the things he did say, he was like, he really wanted to know if there was any dancing on board. And I was like, oh my gosh, easy peasy. Yes, there's lots of dancing on board, whether, you know, you want to do a dancing class or you just want to do your own thing. You can dance all day long on the ship if you want. But just if you heard him, the way he talks and everything, it's just so funny.
It's not your typical what you would maybe think.
No, even like if he was on this chat, I don't think half of you would actually even understand what he's saying. Because you know, that kind of way. So no, he's just so funny. But if you looked at him, if you had to put a demographic on, you know, a Virgin Voyages client, you would not put him in that category. But yet he absolutely loves it. And I was speaking to him just the other day and he said, like, he hasn't stopped talking about it since he's been on board. He can't wait to go on again because he's self-employed. Obviously, he's restricted to when he can go and for how long he can go. But now he knows that there's something right there for him. And he doesn't have to go to the same place every time, which he didn't like about previous holidays. You know, this time he did the Med, he did the French Days and Ibiza Nights. Next time he says he'd like to try the Greek Islands Glow. You know, he's willing to try everywhere now just because he knows he can get on board. And from the minute you arrive, just like get vibing and have a great holiday. So yeah, he hasn't stopped talking about it with all his colleagues, who I'm sure half of them are thinking, what kind of holiday were you on? You know?
Well, that's such an amazing story. Yeah. And I love the fact that you took like a land-based experience that he knew and loved, and you said, actually, do you know what, you're probably going to love this experience yet to see, but give it a go. Yeah. And had he cruised before?
Never cruised before in his life, never even thought of it. He said he was kind of put off the idea of cruising, but yet he said when he came back, he didn't get off board. I think he went off maybe once, and the rest of the time he spent on board because he just loved it so much.
So he was one of the guys that stayed on the ship and had a great time.
Yeah. He's lounging by the pool. He's doing his dance classes. He's mixing and mingling with everybody. He loved the pajama party. He loved, like, obviously he's traveling on his own, so he does want to be social, but he also enjoys his own space, like myself when I get on board too. So, you know, there was something for him every step of the way. Whatever he was in the mid for, you know, you guys could cater for him. So he couldn't speak highly enough about it.
And that's amazing. Such a great story. And then obviously you've been on board a couple of times.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about like the age of people that you see on board, and just what type of sailors are sailing.
Well, you've got everybody. I have never noticed. I've never been on board and seen just kind of one demographic. You know, I've never just seen one age group or anything. Like, I'm in my 20s. My mum's older than that. And when we've been on board together, just in case you're watching, Mum, no, you know, when we've been on board, there's been people her age group, there's been people my age group, there's been, like, I remember the very last sailing I was on there was this couple in their 90s, and she was dressed to the nines, this little old lady. She was so dressed up, and she was having like a dance competition with the drag queen, and it was just awesome. Like, to watch it was just so much fun. But yeah, like, every time I've been on board, I've seen people all the way through. Not as many people my age group, depending on the sailing, I think, as well. But yeah, from mid-20s all the way up.
Nice.
I've seen people, so yeah, I've seen all sorts.
Definitely a mixed bag. It's not what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot what people seem to think with Virgin Voyages, we're just a ship for millennials, but actually,
no,
we cater for everyone, and it's interesting to see when you reveal the average age of between 44 and 47, people you look at you like,
wow, yeah.
to the point
Yeah.
where we like, there we go. Sharon says someone is 93 on board as well. So there's
Yeah,
such a
that's
vast
awesome.
age. When we do, and Gemma mentioned it earlier, how the minimum age to say was 18. We really do mean like 18 and beyond, because it
Yeah.
is all about your outlook on life. Like, are you open to trying new things? Do you enjoy a luxury environment with a premium service to switch it on? It's not just a ship for millennials. If we were just a cruise line for millennials, guys, we wouldn't work, because we've all got no money, haven't we?
We spend it all on coffees.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we're all down the local coffee place, buying an upside down frappalapachati, whatever it is. So tell us a little bit more about your then personal experience. What did your I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to say I want 3 key highlights for you when you've sailed as a sailor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be hard to kind of narrow it down to 3. But okay, right. First thing I'll say is the cabins.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is how unique they are and how spacious they are, and how I've literally been on a sailing and barely left the cabin one time because I just loved it so much. I was working and I love the environment, just chilling in my hammock and, in the room playing on the iPad, getting all the lights going, opening, shutting the curtains, all that. So cabins would be one. The second one would be the entertainment.
Okay.
Without a doubt, I think anybody who, even if you haven't sailed on Virgin Voyages, it's kind of clear to see how exceptional the entertainment is. So from the very first day you get on board and you literally walk on that ship, and the team are there to meet and greet you and hello, welcome on board, and it's just good vibes from the minute you get on. So cabins, entertainment, and thirdly, I think I'll go with food. The exceptional standard and quality of the
I
food.
wondered if you were going to say food there for a second.
I know. Yeah. No, but there's so many things. Even if I didn't say food, I have 10 other things you could say. But yeah, obviously food is fantastic on board.
For me,
Really, really great.
have you tried the Sun Club Cafe?
Oh,
Yes. Oh, the first time I went on board, I never went there.
Yeah.
I never got to, I kind of walked past it and that was it. Or walked through it. But the last time I was on board there, I tried it and I'm blown away. I can't believe I didn't do that sooner.
For me, it's my favorite place. Like now,
Yeah.
it is. Normally, I was like, I'm always a champion for the dock. I'm always like, guys, go to the dock, have the prawns, have the octopus. That's my thing. Go and do it. Tell you what, the Sun Club Cafe, that food there is unbelievable. It's so good. Me and Kerry sat there and we did like a little bao bun. We did a bao bun marathon, didn't we?
yeah, we did. It's a hidden gem. I think a lot of people don't realise it's there. That's what it is. It's Hawaiian poke bowls, so you can get your spiced chicken and rice or fresh tuna. What's the other option? There's another
There's
one.
like a little avocado-y thingy, and there's also the carrot dip.
And some bao buns there as well. You can get a mushroom one or a braised beef one as well. Oh,
yeah, and then there's also a pork one as well.
Yeah.
Is that pork? Yeah, chicken one. Sorry, chicken.
I think
one.
they change up the menu sometimes because that carrot dip is not always there, but it's got a good one. And you're just right next to the pool. You can grab it, go down, and sit there.
So, Holly, you didn't know the Sun Club Cafe, and where was it? So, deck 16, port side, all the way forward before you get to Richard's Rooftop. There it is, hidden out the way, but it is possibly, for me, top 5 places to eat on board the ship. It is so good, so good. And if you have any sweet guests, here's an update to the sweet, proposition that we don't really talk about too much because, it's 5% of the experience on board the ship. And the suites sell out like all the time because people absolutely know and love it. But if you get access to Richard's Rooftop, there is a change in the service. So not only do you get your dedicated bar team, but there's also the option on there now to get snacks. You can get snacks into Richard's Rooftop. And a lot of it is driven through Sun Club Cafe. So you can get some really cool like popcorn. Oh, yeah, that popcorn in there. It's like a little like spicy popcorny. So good. And you can get a little entree on the side of your drink. So it's so good. It's brilliant. Okay, so food, entertainment, and the cabins, right?
The cabins.
Top kind of experiences that you know and love, which is great. I guess we're running out of time, but if you had to give sort of first mates like a piece of advice to maybe like how to sell Virgin Voyages or who to pitch it to, just like Savannah's top tip for selling VV, how would you summarize that?
Well, I think it's very easy to use visuals to sell. So simply, if you've been on board, obviously get up those videos, get up the pictures. It doesn't matter if it's you by the pool, a little bit drunk, dancing. That's what people want to see. Just show them it. If you haven't been on board, pull up a couple of videos, and there's lots of good content that you can show and share, and allow it to say, oh yeah, I have a colleague, her name's Savannah. And last time she was on board, she had a blast. Everything was amazing. Blah 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 blah. Get your other colleagues involved. If you know people who have been on board and you are struggling to sell it, not that you should, because it's super easy to sell, but invite them in and just say, oh, you should have let me bring in my such and such friend, and they can have a conversation with you. Like in our office, it's quite a big office, but we all are sitting kind of opposite each other. So we'd say, oh, Claire, what did you think about the food? Because Claire's a completely different age to me. Then she'd say, oh, Tegan, what did you think about this? And Tegan's a completely different demographic to Claire. So we all kind of bounce off each other. So yeah, I would definitely say use your visuals that you've got, whether it's pictures or videos. Everybody here has probably done their homework on the product anyway, so you know all the key points and how to sell it. So just have a wee run through with the client about those things, and do you like this, or what kind of traveler are you? Do you like to relax and not move? Because you can do that on board. Do you want to be active and be involved with the entertainment team the whole time? Because you can do that too. There's literally something for everyone. There really is.
I love that. It's like your personal experience helps bridge like that missing ingredient when it's actually at the end of the day, right? The relationship between like a seller and someone purchasing something is all about building trust. Like, am I going to trust you enough with the experience you're telling me to hand over my cold hard earned cash? Am I going to trust you to deliver what I need you to deliver based upon the value that I'm giving you, right? And it's like that intimacy piece just bridges that gap, and it makes the whole trust thing just go. It's like jet fuel on a fire. Like sends it, trust goes through the roof. I'll tell you what, if she's going to go and have a great time, I'm probably going to have the same thing. So yeah, I think travel agents out there, our first mate friends and family, I know you guys do a really great job in that storytelling piece, but Savannah's saying, let's dial up that storytelling. Let's use our own personal experiences, warts and all. maybe there's professionalism. I don't. The question is, have you jumped in the pool on Scarlet Night?
No, but I have dipped my toes. I haven't done a full plunge yet, but I have been in the water, just not fully submerged.
I'm shocked. I would have you down in the pool.
Yeah, well, I am a pool jumping girl, but with my colleagues, I wanted to keep it cool, Maybe the next time that I go on board.
But the hair down a bit more. With Scarlet Night, right? You can you're totally right. You can either jump in the pool and have a great experience. You can either dip your toes in the water and be on.
Or you can watch from the balcony. I've done that before too, and I had an amazing night. Yeah,
it's so good.
But definitely, if you haven't been on board before, getting on board makes the selling so much easier. You don't even have to think of what you're going to say. You're just talking about your experience, and that sells it in itself.
There's that confidence, right?
Even some agents that go on, they've maybe said to me that before they went, they were really apprehensive. They thought that they would like to just stick to their usual cruise brand. They didn't really know if they were going to like Virgin, and they're just totally blown away by the experience and converted. So literally anyone I've spoken to loves it, regardless of their age, their demographic.
Yeah.
Like there's something for everybody there. So you lean on that, even if you can just tell a white lie and say, oh, my colleague Savannah, they don't need to know to actually work with you. Or my colleague Kerry told me, oh, she's been on, she met all these people. So if you've not actually been on yet, you can't get a good rate on Touchdown, but you can use other people's experience, tell a little white lie that your colleague or your friend, whoever, and use their stories, because it will help so much build the trust, like Luke said.
Use the bridge. First mates in the wild.
First mates in the wild.
First mates in the wild. There you go. Good stuff. Excellent. Well, I think that draws us to a close. So thank you so much, First Mates, for tuning in with us. Hope that was useful. It's great to hear that, you know, we're not just standing here in an ivory tower saying, hey, sell Virgin Voyages, you know, selling a dream that's, we're not Fire Festival. We actually do exist. And we are selling a great product.
Like Savannah is out in Northern Ireland, right? You live not really rurally, but the north of the country.
Yes, I
aren't
don't
you?
live in the city or anything. Yeah.
Like a lot of people say, oh, we won't have Virgin customers here because we're rural and things like that. It doesn't. It just goes to show that where you're located doesn't narrow down that your customers are closed off to Virgin.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you so much, Savannah, for joining. Thank you, First Mates, for joining as well. And we look forward to seeing you a little bit later today at 4 p.m. for Best of British. And we'll be tucking in some scones a little bit later. But thank you so much, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.